first message was, I just Kelli. So I was like, what? I said, why did he tell you that? So apparently, he told him that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why would he tell him?
Because they're friends.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm looking for somewhere to run.
Y'all, when Porsha said that she was going to be going live on TikTok and spilling Real Housewives of Atlanta tea while she was selling bundles and wigs, I did not expect her to be snatching wigs at the same damn time.
What else is going on?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, like it was just so much tea, y'all. It was so much tea. I was in the middle of the live like, should I stop now so I can make a video? Like, the live is not even over, and I had to like, I had to get off. I had to hurry up and let y'all know because I need somebody right now to check on Kelli because it went from worse to worser.
We don't want to keep talking about things from the past, especially stuff that we're basically over. Something that happened almost a year ago. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? We're talking about something almost a year ago, but you know, at the end of the day, I got to clear it up. And, you know, that's what I'm gonna do. We'll get into it more as the episodes roll out, because there's a lot that you're gonna see.
I was glad that Porsha decided to go ahead and speak on this because I do agree. When we were watching that show, I was just like, y'all gonna eat Porsha up for this scene because it felt like something was a little bit off.
You know, when it comes to Kelli, I'm the type of person, I feel comfortable with someone when I can tell them my business. Right. And when I can like pour into them, or if they got something going on that relates to me, the first thing I want to do is relate to you. Right. Like while you're telling me something, maybe the ADD, but while you're telling me something, I'm thinking of something that's similar. Right. So when I saw that
something
Kelli,
you guys can connect on.
Something we can connect on, something we can relate to. So when I first saw Kelli, I'm like, oh yeah, she's going through this. Me too. Right.
I'm screaming because y'all keep expecting Porsha to give this big apology and like come clean about the fact that she took that lady husband, but I feel like she's seeing in her world that didn't happen. Like clearly there's things that we don't know, and I do know that publicly we do know that Fallon, she literally had a whole baby on Simon. Like, let's just stop.
You know, and I know we started off rocky with the you stole that woman's husband. I understood that. Right. But after that, she and I had a 2.5-hour conversation where I told her, listen, at the end of the day, I know you said that for, you know, the likes and the clicks and the, you know, the camera time of it all.
But then you guys had a reset after that.
We had a reset where I explained to her, like, listen, this person and that person, even though they were still going through a divorce and all of that, they had moved on from each other for whatever reason. So we had a deep conversation about that. So I'm thinking, oh, it's done, you know.
Right. We're good.
Congratulations to the ex for having a child, and congratulations to him for moving on. It was a broken situation. It was done, or whatever they did.
And if I was Porsha, that would have pissed me off too, because if we had a whole conversation, girl, why are you doing all of this for the show? Because it's not what the fans want to see.
You can think what you want to think about it. And she and I related, and she also told me a lot of her business when it came to her ex-husband, and we were like, okay, you know what? We're gonna be all right. Right. She left from my company, and we wasn't all right. So then I said, okay, this is odd. We kind of had this kind of go back and forth, like, you know, we tease each other and stuff like that, you know, like Ben and Jerry, you know. And then when I saw her, you know, carrying on online and continuing this narrative that she knew the truth of, the after show of saying all these married men, it's like, okay, girl, now you're doing too much.
I know some of y'all want to see that stuff, but I want to see if it's real and authentic. Like, I want to see it from Cynthia or Phaedra or anybody else, baby. Anybody else. But I don't really need to see Kelli try to check Porsha.
And I ate it. And ever since then, she has rolled my back. I'm talking about she be just poking. And I'm used to being
Why do I have the visual of Kelli on your back?
I'm on you. A little backpack, Kelli.
At this point, I was just like, okay, y'all are crossing into bullying right here. Like, y'all can't be picturing on the girl like that. But I just feel like it just be happening with them.
You know, like, she riding my back. But, and I know all the fans are like, oh, Porsha, you know, get her ass, get her. But me, I'm just like, you know what, I'm used to it. As someone who used to let, when people poke me, change my character, I'm so still when people are poking me that it don't bother me like that. I think it bothered our followers and our fans of the show more than me. Right. But But it did get to a point where I was like, you know what? If me and her gonna really have a friendship, let's just clear this up.
Have the conversation.
Women's had that lick back.
Now, Porsha, please be serious. Are you trying to tell us that you were forced to spill Kelli's tea out of love? Or what was that? Because, girl, make it make sense.
I'm just gonna have to lick you back. Because for me, I grew up, there's my sister right here.
Right.
Okay? I have another brother, Brenton. I have another brother, Jose.
Right.
Lauren, when we used to end any argument, if you hit me, parents will say, get your lick back.
Get your lick
and
back.
once you get the lick back, you're done.
Then you're good.
We even. My mom would even be like, because my older brother, he would bite me. Oh, no, I would bite him. She would literally tell him, bite her back. Bite her back. He wouldn't even want to do it. She said, bite her back. He'll bite me, and I cry. And she said, that's it now. You can't hit him again because he got his lick back.
Y'all even now.
Yeah.
Right.
So I said, if me being, highly communicative with her, me trying to really talk to her as a grown woman ain't working, let me take it to lick back.
Right.
Okay? So
And you almost realize, actually, when someone says something about you in this friend circle, it's not when you go get your lick back. No, it's not if you go get it back, it's when. You know what I mean? And sometimes you want to sit down a little bit.
Right.
And then when the right time comes, you be like, let me go and get it back right now.
And it's so funny.
So you kind of expect, you just don't know when it's coming.
Yeah, and what's so funny was I didn't realize, and again, thank everybody for who's just joined. I know this is getting juicy, but I want to thank y'all. When it comes to the right time for the lick back, I didn't know when it was going to be. But I was just...
So when you went
let me
to
tell you
that, when you went to, what was it called, Dirty Tea?
Yeah, Dirty Tea.
Okay, and it was properly named.
That was actually a good name for that scene, wasn't it?
When I said it was good and dirty tea.
It was good and dirty tea.
Listen, so you didn't know, and that when you went to have tea with them, that you were going to address it at that time.
I can tell that Porsha really needed to get this off her chest because she just was giving us way more than I feel like she really planned to tell us. But y'all know I was not complaining.
I would address it with her at some point.
You gotta get that little lick back first.
Just real quick. And to be honest with you,
real quick.
And to be honest with you, I didn't know that I would even have that information. I was literally standing in my kitchen.
So it fell into your lap.
I was standing. I'm gonna tell you the story because with the editing and how long it took me to tell her, it took a long time to tell her at tea time because she's loud. She kept interrupting me. So she was messing, So anyway, I was in my kitchen.
Okay.
And I was hanging out with a friend.
Okay.
This particular friend, shout out to Claudia Jordan. I know she's gonna love this shout out. But shout out to Claudia.
Shout out to Claudia.
Shout out to Claudia. She just said, shout out to Claudia Jordan.
So this is what I have to ask you.
She just said the other day that Kelli and I have someone in common that we dated, which is true.
She did say that.
Which is true. There is someone that she and I dated.
Okay.
But this person I dated a while ago, and we're now just friends.
Okay.
But her and him, I don't know the relationship status, but apparently, they had.
But they dated as well.
They dated as well. It's Atlanta, I guess what it is. I didn't know, but it is what it is. So.
I can't lie, the story is a little bit wild. Like, what are the odds that Porsha would be with this man while he's getting the tea live? But sometimes the universe just takes over and makes sure that you're in the right place at the right time. Ain't that a Bible verse?
What did Phaedra say? It's giving Atlanta.
It's giving Atlanta.
It's giving Atlanta.
It's a small world in Atlanta.
It's giving Atlanta.
It's a small world. So that was true what Claudia said. She knows exactly who I'm talking about.
Come on, Claudia.
Because she's also really close to this person too.
Okay, so she knows.
So she knows. It's true.
Okay.
So we were standing in the kitchen. We were cooking out, fixing stuff or whatever. And he got a text message. And I said, he didn't say nothing to me. So he read a text message and he changed energy. And I said, oh, okay. So he said, look at this. And so he showed me, this is why I say I'm the receipt. He showed me in his phone the text messages as they were coming in. So I don't need to have anybody, it's not third party. I myself, it's not like he told me, he paraphrased. I read them out of his phone myself.
As they were coming in.
As they were coming in.
Bubbles loading.
They were
all
loading.
That. You're like, okay.
So the first message was, I just effed Kelli.
And I hate that I have to say this in 2020 freaking 6, but close your legs to marry men. Everybody out there watching, everybody on the show, everybody in the streets, Nene has been telling us for 10, 15 years to close your legs to marry men.
I just this, right? So I was like, what? I said, why did he tell you that? So apparently, he told him that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why would he tell him that?
Because they're friends.
Oh.
And he told me because he was kind of in his feelings. So it was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna tell you because this.
Because he dated her as well.
Right.
Got it.
Right.
Okay.
Right. And at the time, I wasn't fully aware of that. But
Okay.
now when I look back, I'm like, oh, that's why yeah. So anyway, he
Complicated.
said, it's complicated.
Woo.
So he said, I just intimate with Kelli. And so I said, okay. So then I'm like, okay, so I'm reading. So then he says, she mentioned that she's on the phone with Porsha. So they done finished whatever they did. She's in the bed. He done went into the bathroom talking and, texting or whatever and said, she mentioned Porsha.
And Cynthia's the perfect person to like spill tea to because she's just sitting there like, oh, okay, yeah, and like before you know it, you done told Cynthia your whole life.
And so I thought to myself,
But why?
I said to him, why would she mention me? And he said, well, she said something about Dennis. And so I said, huh? So then I thought about it. BET Awards was after the reunion. Remember the reunion?
Yeah.
So remember at the reunion, Dennis came to the reunion. And Dennis and Kelli kind of had a back and forth about her saying that he was trying to hit her up, and she asked him like, "What's going on?" Remember they had that back and forth.
Yeah.
Where kind of it seemed like they had kind of talked or something.
Right.
So she was apparently gossiping on the phone about that to this person she was on the phone with.
Ooh.
And so she said my name just to throw him off, because of course he would be thinking, why are you mentioning Dennis? Whatever.
Yeah, this is the part that wasn't really making a lot of sense to me. So I'm so glad that Porsha slowed that thing down and explained it to us in a way that makes a little bit more sense. I'm sure she's still keeping it cute in case you are watching it and you're like, wait, girl, what? Like, she can't really put it all the way out there.
I'm like, well, that's damn weird. Why would she say my name? Again, I thought about, oh, damn, this is after reunion. She's talking to someone about the situation that happened at reunion.
Okay.
So she's there at BET Awards with Shamia, but Shamia wasn't there in the room, of course, nothing like that.
Well, I hope not.
No, she wasn't. So anyway, he continues with the text messages. So he asked, I said, we need to be shout. I said, so ask him, how they met or whatever. He said, oh, well, we met on the plane. And I said, what? So I said, well, ask him, what happened? He said, we was on the plane, we met, we was drinking. And, she told him the room, and they went and, did adult things. But he's married.
It's so crazy to me because, like, as a influencer, a Bravo influencer, a blogger, whatever you want to call me, I get tea delivered to my desk all the time. But imagine being a housewife on the show and somebody calling you and let you know that one of your friends, essentially, is f***ing a married man. Like, this is so good.
So I'm standing there, and I'm like, now I know damn well this sound box ain't been screaming that I'm sleeping with a married man, and she is in the bed at a hotel room with this married man.
And
so
they're texting you.
Yeah, and they're texting
the guy.
him, and I'm reading it live. I'm reading it.
Lord.
So I said, oh my God. So I said, I'm just gonna hold it. I said, I didn't tell nobody. I kept it to myself. He was like, well, if you want to, you can say it if you want. And I was like, I don't know. I see how the season goes. I see if she has, what.
That's called, in housewife world, keeping one in the chamber.
Keep it one.
And just keeping it until you're ready to fire it.
Yes, that is keeping one in the chamber. Reminder, y'all, we
and
are
locked
still
and loaded.
Locked and loaded.
Oh,
we're still shopping. We are still on TikTok
are.
Live. I promise y'all, this ain't a podcast.
Listen, when I say this thing took a whole turn.
But we having tea time.
Listen, we are, but we still selling these wigs too, right?
Yes. So we're gonna get to the sale in just a moment. Let me finish this up.
Oh.
So that's why it sounded confusing on the show because you see how long it takes to explain that. A scene is only a couple minutes.
Yeah.
And of course she's talking over me, they couldn't get it. So that's why I had to rehash it to the producer in my confessional. Exactly.
Y'all, I've never even thought about buying a Go Naked wig for obvious reasons. But if I gotta buy a wig to keep Porsha back on these lives, giving us Real Housewives of Atlanta tea like this week after week, hell, I need a budget to start buying. This live was so good. And it makes me really want more from Porsha. Like, should we get a podcast? Should we get a talk show? Like, this is better than, like, this is up there with Wendy Williams tea to me.
Because context is everything.
Context is everything.
And we have no control of editing, you guys. So we could have, that conversation could have been 20 minutes, and what you guys will see is what, maybe 2 or 3 minutes of it?
2 or 3 minutes.
At best.
So it's gonna be choppy.
Yeah.
So all she did to confuse the situation was say, why would I be talking about Porsha and Dennis while having sex? Well, I didn't say that. I didn't say that you did. I said that it was a conversation.
Well, that, I actually said in my confessional too. I was like, why would they be talking about the last thing is somebody's having sex with a married man is talking about Porsha and Dennis. They should be talking about the wife.
The wife. Exactly. But yeah, so anyway, it was crazy, and I could say more, but I'll say more later.
But you will not right now.
I will not.
We'll be selling these wigs tonight.
For huh?
1.5 mil.
It was the tea.
Okay, the tea is spicy.
I was going for 2
are receipting. Okay?
Oh my God.
So with that being said, we are at 1.5 million.
Yes.
This Oh yeah. Well, let's do it. All right, 10, 9, 8.
Comment right now and let me know what you think about all this. How do you feel about this big bombshell scandal that is happening right now on The Real Housewives of Atlanta season 17? My full recap and review of episode 2 is coming, but I just had to hop on here and skip the line and get this video out because the whole time that I was watching everything go down on that live, I could not stop thinking about you. So I hope that you enjoyed this video and stay tuned for the next one because it's coming really, really soon. Thanks again for watching. I will see you guys on the next one.
Queen, doing pretty queen things, young, sweet, innocent with the real dark twist. I don't gotta be loud to attract the crowds. I'm a silent leader, so I'm making loud. I own the night and I own the light. I mix them up and then I throw them out.